What's up, guys? Joel Vallie from Media Glitch here, and hey, we're wearing Christmas sweaters. It's not even Christmas, because that's how we roll on this show. And I got a killer review here. I got a killer reviewer, Dylan the Villain. How are you?
It's true. I'm doing great, honestly.
Okay, you're pretty excited about this. You walked in the studio today, you're like, everyone back the hell up, I got this goods. And so, what do you got? What are you bringing? You got Alex here too. She's kind of a Lovecraft guru. What do you want to say?
I wouldn't go so far as to say a guru, but I've read most of them.
Yeah, okay, cool. And I kind of spoiled a little bit, but so did the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, here on Media Glitch, we review the good, the bad, and the glitchy.
Yeah, dude, he wants to bring that back.
I wanted to bring that.
I'm gonna let him bring it. So.
I just wanted to say it.
All right, man. All right, check it out. What do we got?
So this game is by Cyanide Studios. I'm bringing to you guys Call of Cthulhu. So let's delve right into the mythos of Call of Cthulhu. So this game, you play as an investigative person, I suppose, an investigator. There we go.
Detective?
A detective, thank you.
Oh, snap.
There we go, there's the word. Who is having these weird dreams. So you start off, and this is the early gameplay, you start off in this dream state where there's this deep voice that's telling you that basically there's a destiny that you are to fulfill, and there's nothing you can do to change it. These events will play out. These events will play out before you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to change it. So you wake up, you kind of like, you know, drink some whiskey because you have some problems.
Why not?
Yeah. And this guy waltzes in and he's like, hey, my daughter just died, but I don't know what's going on. It seems a little fishy. You're a detective, right? Can you help me out? She's weird. She paints stuff, and she painted this like really weird painting, and I don't know what's going on. You know, can you just take a look? Is this the work of madness? Is this somebody who's insane? And so you look at the painting, and you're like,
yep.
Yeah, I think they're a little crazy. So he gives you all the files, which is basically a bunch of these newspaper clippings and pictures of the family. Her whole family actually died. It's Sarah Hawkins, Charles Hawkins, and their son. All died in a supposed fire that took place.
That's rough. You
travel to this island, Deepwater Island, and you go investigate their mansion to find out that, you know, basically underneath their mansion is this creepy cultist weirdness that's going on. And they're like worshiping this guy, Charles Hawkins. Like that was a picture of his painting surrounded by candles.
No relation to Steve Hawkins?
No.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
He grabs you and he throws you down into like basically where they hide all the bodies after they've sacrificed them. And you find them, and they're doing some sort of like crazy ritual.
In the body hole?
Yeah, do tell.
What are you doing over there, Joel?
Don't worry. Go ahead.
Anyways, like it's just it's really neat. It's got some great atmosphere to it. So we can jump right into some of the investigative gameplay that takes place. Being an investigator, you're gonna run around, and a lot of people might find that the gameplay dull, but for me this was entirely like my speed of game. You run around, you interact with things, you talk to people, you discover, you find clues, you look through households. You're a detective. Like you got to figure out what's going on. So you pick up things, these objects that and they tell you everything about the story. So it's a game of discovery. So you're going to be, small little bits and pieces will be here and there. It's not going to spoon feed you the story. You have to go and dig for it. Right. So I find that to be incredibly interesting. Every time you talk to somebody, the things that you find will determine how you interact with them. It'll tell you whether or not you can say certain things to people based on things that you've discovered.
So you might have to backtrack a little bit, find some things, change the dialogue.
Yeah,
advance,
exactly. Right? So it'll show that something's unlocked. It has this skill point system in which basically you have different traits. So you have eloquence, you have strength, you have investigation, psychology, occultism, and medicine. And all of these things are things that you can use to be a part of your detective skills. So the way you interact with people, if you have eloquence, you might be able to persuade them to do something. You have strength, you might be able to break that lock or turn the wheel, things like that. It has different story elements. Everything that you find can be found within your reports, your documents that you hold on you. So you have an incredible memory. Pretty much everything you pick up, you memorize and can review later through your brain. And it shows you all the characters you interact with, the enemies, and it's just a really solid game, like the gameplay overall. So we can take a look and see how the stats actually affect your gameplay as you move through the game. So you'll see here that basically every time you interact with somebody, not only is it through things that you discover, but things will be grayed out if you don't have the skill potential to be able to say that. So I was talking to this guy, and it had the symbol for it hadn't been corrupt that had been said to be able to have that interaction with them.
It's always a bummer.
Yeah, and then oftentimes you'll come across these choices inside the game that will say this will affect your destiny. So you can choose to do something or choose not to do something.
Interesting.
And that'll affect, what ending you're going to get in the game, how people interact with you. From time to time, as an investigator, you'll come across like this memory, in essence, when you can travel back to the past, and you can use these skills as you've leveled them up to unlock basically what's going on. If you're able to come to a full realization of what happened in the past, it'll reward you by showing an interaction between two people in a ghostly image. That's what happened in the past. So leveling up those skills is actually worthwhile. To mention also a part of the gameplay, while it's not also the investigative, there's a lot of horror-like elements to it. I mean, this is H.P. Lovecraft and Cthulhu. Right. You expect to see the monsters and the horrors that are within. So there's sections of the game in which you'll be hiding from
which come things later in the game, right?
Yeah, they do
more
the more crazy craziest. And the more insane you become, the more you start to uncover, the more you're going to start to see these horrific things and have to hide from them. Mm-hmm. So those sections of the game are honestly really cool to start out with, but then they can get a little frustrating if you can't find the right thing or complete it, and when the monster or the thing catches up with you, you can get like in all horror games, eventually the monster's pretty cool the first time, but after he catches you for the 100th time, it's a little less cool.
What happens if you die?
If you die, you restart from the last checkpoint. So you basically start from right there, and just do it all over again. Figure out where to hide. Figure out how to run from the monster. And the atmosphere is lost a little bit on that. So we'll jump right into the well-made cutscenes and environments. This game is beautiful. It has amazingly laid out levels. The fidelity of the textures and everything, it looks great. The ambiance is great. From like beautiful grottos to insane creepy cultist caves to people's humble abodes that live in the town of this dark water to like feeded fish and blood and gore and gross monsters. It's amazing. Like everything you're running through is just atmospheric and just really cool to look at. And then of course, with Cthulhu and H.P. Lovecraft in general, you have these like dreamlike sequences that keep on taking place where things are, discovered to you. So you see these horrors, these monsters, these things that would really scare you otherwise. And I really wish that I could, get into more of the story for you guys, but it would spoil a lot. And so you guys will really have to check it out because they've written an amazing story for this. I think that it's really well done. You'll love the characters and environments that you're exploring. You'll become attached to them. The decisions you make will impact them.
And you're playing on PC.
Playing on PC.
I was playing on PS4.
Yeah.
So graphics equally as good,
yes.
I think, on the PS4.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well.
So it's PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
But didn't you feel like the environments kind of all look the same? Don't you wish there was a little bit more of a...
There could have been a
different color palette.
maybe a different... Not for me. Like honestly, I felt like the color palette matched the environment and what they were aiming for me. Honestly, it hit the spot because I felt like everywhere I went, there was just that like underlying feel that there's something deeper and darker happening, and that's conveyed through the story as well.
That makes a lot of sense too, because a lot of Lovecraft's works always seem to have unique color palettes in themselves.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They all have a certain feel that's carried throughout the entire thread of the story. So it's kind of neat that it's reflected here.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. They did a fantastic job. From what I saw on Steam, it's $44.99. For me, honestly, I feel it's well worth the price. Just to let you guys know, there's only about 20 hours worth of gameplay, but it's 20 hours of gameplay that you're thoroughly going to enjoy. So I think it's well worth it.
Awesome. Well, guys, if you played it, let us know in the comment section below what you think. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you all our Patreon people that make this show happen. and all you guys, you subscribers, oh man, just thank you so much. People watching at home, you know, because this just ain't YouTube.
Yeah.
This just ain't YouTube, kids.
Yep.
And thank you guys so much. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Gotta hit that bell. It helps us out so much. And we really want to know if you guys are liking the game. Dylan absolutely loved it.
Yep. Yeah, if you guys
I feel it's a little slow sometimes.
Fans of Lovecraft, just leave me a comment. And let me know if you've played this or if you like.
But
Lovecraft
a good game.
And Cthulhu.
Good game.
Yes.
Comes highly recommended by Dylan the Villain. So, all right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, I just want to take a minute and thank you for watching that video. We really appreciate it here. I just want to thank all of you guys for the support that you have given this channel. And I also want to thank our Patreon people. Special thanks to them for helping us get some of the items that we have on our sets and things like that. We really, really appreciate you guys. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And there's some videos up here. Maybe you guys want to click on one of those to see what else we have in our library, our video library. And also, I just want to say, please share this content on social media. Get the word out there. We just want Media Glitch to grow so we can do bigger and better things. And again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We appreciate it here. I'm speaking on behalf of all the staff of Media Glitch. We'll see you guys.